Good morning, pizza people. It's Time Pizza back today with another video. And today is the beginning of the new year, aka 2022. And for those of you pizza people that don't know, right, at the beginning of every single year, I kind of like to make an anime YouTuber's 2021 or an anime YouTuber's 2020 or even 2022, right? And like I don't think I made a 2019 one, but really these videos are where I kind of just sit down and talk for like about 5 or 6 minutes and talk about like my plans for like this year and what I hope to achieve with YouTube and all that, right? And this year, right, I think I learned a lot more about YouTube than I did anything else, because like I kind of learned a lot more about how everything goes in terms of a blow up, since even though I didn't quote unquote blow up, I still had like a pretty successful year for the channel overall so far, even though it wasn't the biggest year I've had so far. Like in 2020, I was able to amass 1K subscribers. That was a big milestone. And coming into 2021, I was able to amass 5K subscribers. Of course, I didn't like hit 1K 2020 and then 5K, like just get 4,000 subs. Of course, I amassed it from hitting that 1K going into the 5K, but it's still kind of like two milestones, right? And like, even though it wasn't exactly or necessarily what I wanted, which was like 10K, right? Like, it's not like I'm mad or anything about it, because like, I feel like with this humble period, this low down period, I learned a lot more about how YouTube works and a lot more about what I kind of should aim for when it comes to this whole like content creator stuff, which will like in turn lead to me having a lot more longevity to the channel in the future, because I'm learning more about these different aspects while I'm down, instead of like when I'm up and I'm still having to learn so much more about like how YouTube works. Like I'm sure like when I get bigger and all that, I still will have to learn about how YouTube works, but for the simple fact of like I'm learning a lot of the smaller stuff now, I think it'll be pretty beneficial for my channel in the future. I made some banger videos. I dropped a Yuka video. I kind of learned more about what it's like after like an initial like blow up or something like that, because you know I was really like trying to see like what it really takes to blow up as an anti-tuber in 2021, right? And you know, this was like my quarantine year. I graduated high school, started college, did all that crap, right? And you know, I kind of got to see like how I really feel about college in comparison to my YouTube career. And the honest answer is, pizza people, is like, if I can make this whole thing work in the next like couple 6 months or whatever, low key, this college stuff over with. No, but no BS, for real, because you know, as I'm getting older and everything, right, I see like my true financial freedom could possibly come from like, you know, being a straight content creator and working hard at that and putting in the time, working hours for that, right? And I think like with that being truly what I want, right, all I really need to do is like, yeah, I want to hit 100K and all that, right? But I feel like I just need to really get to a point where I can sustain myself with YouTube, because you know, I'm going into more of the adult era phase of my life, and like I need to make this thing as big as possible, faster as possible, because like I want to be able to like live out my early 20s as a YouTuber and eventually retire by 30 or 40 something. You know what I mean? Like I honestly think that whole type of lifestyle would be nice for me, right? And like in my 20s and all that, be able to afford like a Japan trip off this YouTube money, experience what I want to, so when I do like really want to retire and all that, like I can, you know, I would already experienced everything, so I know what I want to do. And like I really feel like YouTube is that first step towards like true freedom and being happy with like, you know, everything. It's not a regular job. It's not a regular like, you know, me having to sit down and typing up a couple numbers for a couple hours. There's nothing wrong if you want to do that, but personally I would rather sit down and talk about my quote unquote bad anime opinions all day. And that's honestly what I would prefer to do. And to do that, I know I have a lot of videos that like either flop, or maybe the ideas don't always be busting and they're not the biggest bangers, but I just gotta keep grinding and coming up with new and creative ideas each and every day and try everything out until I blow up and get to that point where I can sustain myself. And like, yeah, I got plans for the channel, Pizza People. Like, I think I really know what I'm doing coming into this 2022 year. Like, I don't know everything, but I'm slowly figuring it out. Like, that Vic Mignogna video from a month ago is hitting around the 3K range. It's doing good. That's like 2 bangers this year, you know? And I got like a couple more collabs with MB Perry on the way, you know, talking to him, figuring out more stuff about YouTube. I dropped the Yuka video this year that hit 70K. So I at least like dropped enough bangers or whatever in order to, like, you know, maybe get my name out there a little bit further. Of course, I didn't straight double my subs, but you know, I got pretty close, you know, coming into this new year, Pizza People. And I can honestly just say I want to thank you guys for like coming and still like subscribing and being interested in this pizza with cloud goggles who talks about anime stuff all day. And like, you guys are making my dream a little bit more possible each and every day. Even though I'm not getting the most subs, I'm still getting some Tine Pizza, real Pizza People subs out there. And you guys, like, I'm seeing like certain people that always comment on the channel, like John of Arc. Like, I'm seeing you guys, like, I know you guys' names by now. I'm like, oh, this person commented on this video from some weeks ago. They're kind of consistent. This is a dope sub. And you know, going into it, it's just so much I want to do, Pizza People. Like, I'm gonna switch up the content a little bit. I'm gonna go for the bigger stuff. I'm gonna go for the best content. I want the most Pizza People, and what I really want to do is build a community. And you know, I think I could easily rant all day about what I want with YouTube, but I think I really got to show you guys going into 2022 what I really want. Like, Tine Pizza, I'm a young up and coming content creator, and I really want to make a name for myself. I really want, like, I don't care what people say, bro. Like, yeah, you should do it for the fun. Yes, I'm doing it because it's fun, because I like it, because I love it. But I also want to make a staple. I want Tine Pizza to be somebody. I want to be like, oh, that's Tine. I want to go outside and see somebody with cloud goggles and it be because of Tine Pizza. And I think I can only achieve that by keep going harder and harder each and every day, despite the struggles, despite the setbacks, despite this video flopping. I will continue to push forward. And honestly, that's how I'm feeling with my current state of YouTube, Pizza People. And shout out to all the new YouTubers I met throughout this year too, like Johnny Star. Shout out to the ones I'm still cool with, like obviously shout out to Weeminati, them the homies. Shout out MV Perry, shout out Triple Threat J, shout out Polo Prodigy, shout out all my homies in college as well. I think I've told a couple people about the YouTube stuff, but like, you know, shout out everybody that's been with me along with this YouTube journey so far, and I hope to make you all proud. And going into 2022, let's really do something for ourselves, Pizza People, and I believe we can truly do so. Going into Pizza People, into the 2022 and beyond, I will truly make sure I see you, Pizza People, on the other side of the slice. Let's blow up, Pizza People. Let's make cool content. Let's meet cool people. Reach out to me if you want to collab. Let's blow up. Let's make the anime community really solid, and let's just see what we can do, Pizza People. My name is Tine Pizza, and I will see you, Pizza People, on the other side of the slice. We move.